Hello YouTube, Matt here from Team GHQ, and today I'm profiling my Nectar Musketeer deck for Cardfight Vanguard. Now start off with, we've got Gypsophilia Musketeer Riser. Now the ability is pretty sweet. Forerunner, when a unit of the same clan rises this unit, I may call it to Rearguard Circle. Counterblast Wand. When this unit is put into the drop zone from Rearguard, and if your Vanguard is in Legion, you may pay the cost. If you do, look at up to 4 cards from the top of the deck, search for up to 1 card with Musketeer in its card name and Superior Card to Rearguard, then shuffle your deck. Now, next one we've got is Gardenia Musketeer Elaine. I run 4 off because crit trigger, why wouldn't you? His ability is pretty sweet. When this unit is placed on Rearguard Circle, due to an effect from one of your cards with Musketeer in its card name, I choose up to 2 cards from my damage zone and countercharge them. So, countercharge 2, which is pretty fun. 4 copies of the generic critical trigger, which is Knight Queen Musketeer Daniel. Pretty fun, pretty awesome name. Next we have 4 of the stand triggers. Blue Rose Musketeer Ernst. Now his ability is Counterblast 1 and put this unit on the bottom of your deck. If you have a Nectar Vanguard, I look at up to 4 cards from the top of my deck, search for up to 1 card with Musketeer in its name, and Superior Call it to Rearguard, and then shuffle my deck. And lastly, we have got 4 copies of the Heal trigger, just generic heal really for Musketeers. Next, we're on to Grade 1. Now, on Grade 1, we have 4 copies of Water Lily Musketeer Roof. Now, Roof is just a 10k attacker when this attacks if you have Vanguard with Musketeer in its name. It gains plus 3k, so Musketeer 10k attacker. Next, we have 4 copies of Merca, which is pretty cool effect. When this unit boosts a Nectar. If you have a Nectar Vanguard and my deck has been shuffled due to an effect from one of my cards during this turn, the booster unit gets plus 3000. So if you, well, because Musketeers do shuffle the deck or search the deck quite a bit, this is a 9k booster, and it's actually for all of them. It's not just the Vanguard, so that's pretty fun. 4 copies of the Musketeer Perfect Guard. It's a generic Perfect Guard, but this one's not a G Perfect Guard, so it can protect any of my Nectar units being attacked. So that includes the Rearguard, which is pretty fun. Lastly, we have 2 copies of Lily of the Valley Musketeer Rebecca. Counterblast 1 and choose another of my Musketeers to retire. When this unit is placed on Vanguard or Rearguard Circle, if I have a Nectar Vanguard, I may pay the cost. If I do, look up to the top 4 cards from my deck, search for a Musketeer from among them, and Superior Call it, then shuffle. On to the Grade 2s now. As soon as I get them up, lovely. Grade 2s, I have 4 copies of Licorice Musketeer Sal. Auto Rearguard, choose 3 normal units with Musketeer in its card name from my drop zone and put them to the bottom of my deck in any order. During the turn that your Vanguard legions, when this unit attacks a Vanguard, I may pay the cost. If I do, I draw a card. So, pretty fun unit. Pretty awesome. Next, we have got 4 copies of Cherry Blossom Musketeer Augusto. Now, Augusto is light roof. It's when this unit attacks, if I have Vanguard with Musketeer in its name, he gains plus 3000 till end battle. So it's a 12k attacker for Musketeers. And lastly, we've got 3 copies of Kyven. The same effect as Rebecca. I believe it's Rebecca. Yes, it will be Rebecca. It's Counterblast 1 and choose another of my Rearguards with Musketeer in its card name and retire it. When it's placed on Vanguard or Rearguard Circle, if I have a Nectar Vanguard, I may pay the cost. If I do, look at top 4 cards and up to top 4 cards of my deck. Search for up to 1 card with Musketeer from among them, Superior Call them, and then shuffle. So that's Grade 2s, going on to the Grade 3s. Now the Grade 3s we've got are 4 copies of Licorice Musketeer Vera. She legions with Sal, And during this turn, when this unit legions, all my units with Musketeer and its car name get power plus 3000. And its Vanguard ability is choose and one of my rear guards with Musketeer's car name and retire it. Look at 5 cards from the top of my deck, search for up to 1 card with Musketeer's car name and superior call it to rear guard and shuffle my deck. It's a once per turn ability, so it's a 1/turn effect. Pretty nice effect. And then 4 copies of White Lily Musketeer Cecilia. Her ability, Limit Break 4. This ability is active if I have 4 more damage. Counterblast 1 and choose 5 normal units, so no triggers, with Musketeer's car name from the drop zone and put the chosen cards onto the bottom of my deck in any order. I search my whole deck for up to 2 cards named Cecilia, so 2 copies of itself, superior column to rear guard circle, and shuffle the deck. Once per turn effect, and its bottom 1. Choose 1 of my rear guards from Musketeer's car name and retire it. Look at up to 5 cards from the top of my deck, search for 1 card with Musketeer's name, up to, from Vanguard and call it to rear guard and shuffle my deck. Another once per turn ability. Now we are on to the strides. Oh boy, nice strides we got. Let's go with the main one, White Lily Musketeer Captain Cecilia. This is a stride unit, and once a turn, counterblast 1 and choose 2 of my rear guards with Musketeer and its car name and retire it. If I have a heart card with Cecilia and its car name, look at 5 cards from the top of my deck, search for up to 3 cards with Musketeer and its car name from Vanguard, call them separate rear guard circles, and shuffle my deck. And this is once a turn. The next one I have is Flower Princess of Spring Arborea, 1 of, and its ability is when it attacks hits a Vanguard, I choose 1 of my rear guards, search my deck for up to 1 card with the same name, superior call to rear guard, shuffle my deck, and the unit called with this effect gets power plus 2000. So pretty good on hit pressure. And lastly, I've got Atmos, Miracle Elemental Atmos. Counterblast 1. When this unit attacks a Vanguard, I may pay the cost. If I do, he gains plus 10,000 power till the end of battle. So 36k, 36k attacker. Anyway, that's my Musketeer profile. Like, comment, subscribe. Check out our Facebook page, the Team GHQ page, our Twitter, Team GHQ YouTube, and the Shots Facebook page, Geeks Headquarters. And as always, happy gaming, guys.